Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. What a day I'm having. Oy vey, what a day I'm having. It's just, I'm here doing your video anyway. But I tried to save some money and do a little handyman work. Now I'm gonna do a video for you. But you know, I always thought if you want a job done, you got to do it yourself, right? So I thought I'd do it myself. I have, you want me to tell you? Okay. I just got out of the shower because my face was black. I was covered in burn marks. And there's still some black spots on me. But garage door opener that we have. It works if you press the button in the garage. You know, door goes up, garage door goes back, but the remote wouldn't work. It's an old garage door opener. It's like a tiny brown thing. It's called Genie, and it has a little black attachment thing with some wires called Delta 3. I researched all this stuff, and then apparently there's a certain universal garage door remote that you can buy that'll work. That's so I went out and I bought a universal garage door opener for like $60. And oh, by the way, we're watching the Waffentrager E100. This guy is, he's doing it himself. He played the event. He got this tank for a number of days, and he's showing us how to dominate on the battlefield with it. So I bought this universal learning remote so that I could operate the old garage door I have. That because right now what I got to do is, and winter's coming, right? So drive up to the garage, stop, get out of the car, walk around, get in the garage, press the button on the door. It looks like it's a little doorbell button, and then the garage door goes up, and then walk back to the car, park the car. I want to be able to just click from my car, right? So I bought the remote, and it's not one of these sensing new, within the last 20-year remotes. It's pre-1993, I think, the old remote on the... So the universal remote I bought is called this Chamberlain thing, and it's the only kind that will work with this old garage door opener and sensing unit. It has these little things called dip switches. Hours and hours of me trying to figure this out. Apparently what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go on the garage door opener, which is on the ceiling of the garage, climb up the ladder, look at this thing, and shine a little light in there, and there's these little switches, 8 of them, and they go on, off, on, on. So you go on, off, on. And then you have to take the remote that you bought, and you open it up, and there's these little switches, and you go on, off, on, off, on. Did I get that right? Did I say it the same? It's a cognitive test here. I think I might have switched. But anyways, I wrote it down, and you do it on this. And then I realized the remote I bought doesn't have 8 switches. It has 12 switches. What the fuck? So what do I do with the next 4? You're on YouTube trying to look up videos, trying to figure out, well, did I buy the wrong one? Well, it has 12 switches because apparently there's some garage door openers that have 12 switches. Mine has 8. So you put the last 4 on the off position so that they don't contribute. That took like 2 hours to figure out. All right, so then you make them the same. The door opener remote that I bought and the unit have the same code. So you press, and nothing happens. So you press, nothing. Of course, it doesn't come with a manual. It just comes in a little plastic package, and it says that for information, go to this website. You go on the website and you read the information. It makes no sense. So finally, I found a video of a guy that explained it. What you're supposed to do after you match the codes, there's another little button in there on the left that you have to press and hold down for 8 seconds until a light starts beeping or blinking on your remote. Once the light starts blinking, then you have to point it at the garage door opener that's in the garage, and you have to press the button that you want to control the up and down movement. You have to press it, and the light goes beep, 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 and stops, and it doesn't work. And you have to press it depending on what model you have. anywhere between 8 and 27 times. And you don't know whether it's working until you press it the right amount of times, and it goes click and it works. So I'm trying it 27 times and it doesn't work. And then I realize after going back and looking at everything that what I thought was on was actually off, right? Because when the switch goes like this, I thought that was on, but no, this is the one that's off, that's on. So I got it wrong. It wasn't on, off, off, on, off, on. It was off, on, off, on. It was flipped around. So I had to do the whole thing over again. And then I pressed the button so that for 8 seconds till the light goes like this. And then I pointed the thing on there. And I think I had to press it 17 times. And on the 17th time, it went whoop, and the door opened. And it worked. The whole process took about 3.5 hours. And then it worked. Then I pressed the button again, the door closed. I was ecstatic. If you want the job done, you got to do it yourself. And then I thought, well, now that I'm here, it's making a lot of noise. What I'm going to do is just make sure that it's moving really well. I'm going to spray a little WD-40, and I sprayed some WD-40 on all the rollers. So the door goes up. So there was less friction. Sprayed WD-40 on all the little balls that roll in the tracks, and all the little moving parts. I sprayed WD-40 on. And then I did something that maybe I shouldn't have done. In hindsight, I realize I shouldn't have done. But this unit has like a chain that goes along a belt that goes into the door opener that's on the ceiling. And I guess there's an electric motor in there. I sprayed WD-40 all over the chain. And I thought, well, that'll lubricate the thing. And I didn't realize that as the chain goes around and goes in this unit, I guess it's not... You shouldn't really put WD-40 on it because the WD-40 got in there and it somehow reacted with the electric motor, so that when I tried it, after I lubricated it and I pressed on, it went zzz, and as it was going out, as the garage door was going up, the garage door opener started smoking. And I thought, oh, that's... Then I stopped it and I went down, zzz, and the more I tried to make it go up and down, the more it started smoking. And it started like feeling like it was giving off some heat. And so I got up on the ladder and I was kind of looking at it. And I got a rag and I'm trying to wipe off. I put a lot of WD-40 on it. And I thought, well, maybe it's just burning off because it's WD-40 is a petroleum product. Maybe it's just burning it off. Maybe I can consume it if I keep going up and down. Eventually it'll stop smoking. So I opened and closed the door about 3 more times, and then it burst into flames. So the freaking thing, smoke going everywhere, and there's things, and I'm standing on the ladder, and I had a towel, and I grabbed because it's plugged into a light, like a electrical outlet in the ceiling of the garage, and I pulled the electrical wire out, because what happened is the motor wouldn't stop. The door came all the way to the top, and it was smoking. It was going like that, and there's smoke coming out, and there's like flames, but it wouldn't turn off. I was pressing the button, and it wouldn't turn off, and I saw the flames inside there. And I went up there, I pulled the plug, and it went, and then all this like WD-40 grease shit spewed out. Got it all over my head. Hey, Semtex 2233 from the Valiant clan. Shout out. I missed your game, but you did pretty good. Look, you did 11,400 damage. Nice blind shots. And, well, you lost a shit ton of credits because, Wargaming said you should. So then what I did is I left the thing unplugged for a little while, and it was kind of dripping out some oil. I guess when it went in there, all the WD-40 got built up in there, and I thought, well, maybe it'll drain a bit. Should I plug it back in and give it another rip and see if it works? And if I turn it on and try and work it now and it bursts into flames, It was working perfectly, okay? It's old. It's an old thing, but it was working perfectly before I tried to fix it. Okay. It would have been fine, you know, all winter to just get out of the car, walk around, go in, press the button on the... I don't have a button on the outside. You have to go in the garage. You have to go in the house and around into the garage, press the button, and the garage door will open. The old one worked. It did open. Right? You just have to do it manually from inside. As I tried to get the, you know, like a universal remote. And I did everything right. I did everything right, and it was working perfectly until I sprayed WD-40 on it. So WD-40 does not fix everything. So now I got to get a new one. I got to get a new garage door opener. And there's a particular person that doesn't think I'm capable of installing it myself. She says, hire someone to put it in. I don't want you fiddling with that stuff anymore. Like, she doesn't trust me. So I got two options, guys. I go to Home Depot and I buy a garage door opener and I install it myself. But the new ones have different kind of electrical and different kinds of sensors that you have to put in. So I think what I'm going to have to do, there goes all the YouTube revenue for a week. I called some garage door there's a place called the Garage Door Factory or something, or I don't know, Doors Galore. And I called them and I told them the story. I was talking to the receptionist, this woman, and I told her the story, and she said, "What kind of remote do you have now?" And I said, "It's a little Genie. It's smaller than a loaf of bread. It's a little brown thing." She says, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, no, it has dip switches." She goes, "Dip switches?" I go, "Yeah, it has dip switches." So I got an old a remote, a universal remote that's compatible with dip switches. I got that online. "Really?" she said. She goes, "We haven't dealt with dip switches for many years." So, new one installed, if I get someone to do it for me, is, you know, it's going to be... But I could buy a garage door opener now in Canada for like $350. A good one. This isn't the US, right? You can't just buy one for $120. Ours, it's going to cost $320, unless it's on sale, but they're never on sale. Or I can call someone and they will actually get this. Let's just round the numbers. I could buy one and try and do it myself. I could buy one for $350. Then I got to buy an extra remote because it comes with one remote. I could buy an extra remote for $25, $50. Say $400. And I can do it myself. Or I could call these professionals and they said they will do it for $510. So $400 and do it myself for $510 and let someone do it for me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I know. Okay, let's have a poll in the comment section. Should I do it myself? Or should I hire someone? Now, I think it's a possibility that if I tried to do it myself, I could end up damaging the door and I'd have to replace the door. And if I damage the door, I might damage the frame while I'm replacing the door. So then after I damage the frame, I'll have to replace the frame, but I'll damage the siding, and then I'll have to repair the siding. But while I'm repairing the siding, I'll damage the soffits and the fascia of the house. So I'll have to like remove the soffits and fascia and replace them. And while I'm doing that, I'll somehow start the roof leaking. And once the roof starts leaking, I'll have to hire a roofer, or try and do the roofing myself. If I do the roofing myself, I might fall through the roof and through the ceiling into the house, and eventually render the house structurally not satisfactory for human habitation. So I'm gonna hire the guy. Go ahead, make fun of me in the comment section. That's what's happening. So, now that we've got that out of the way, you can tell what kind of mood I'm in. Let's watch some World of Tanks videos. Oh, wait a minute. The game's almost over. How are you enjoying? What? Relax, okay? It's a Waffentrager E100. They removed it from the game because it's too powerful, all right? It does too much damage too quickly. But you could have got one like for a little rental period for a number of games, and some people got them and they smoked everyone. They steamrolled all over everyone using the awesome, what do you call it? The damage per minute. They took everyone out on the battlefield. Right? The gun handling and the damage and the DPM and all that. There's the grille. Like, they removed this so you could have that. What do you think of that? You used to get one of these, and now you get one of those. The grille shoots once and doesn't have a fully traversable turret. This thing shoots 6 times. That's almost as funny as my garage door opener story. Come on, but who is this guy? This is Claus from the Kiev clan. Watch the gun on this. Oh, you want to talk about World of Tanks? Okay, let's talk about World of Tanks. He's here he goes. Oh boy. I want to see this gun in action. So far I haven't paid attention to anything that we've been watching. Have you guys have been listening to me, or have you been watching the game? I know some of you have turned the volume down and you're watching the game, and others have not even watching and you're just listening. Everyone's different, guys. And it takes all kinds. Now we have to admit, let's zoom in here. This is a really cool looking thing. This was one of the coolest looking tanks in the game before they removed it. Don't you think? You traded! This guy knows the power. Can you imagine 6 shots? See, now he has to work for it. It's not, he can't just steamroll through them because the enemy's got the east side and these guys got the west side, and you just gotta remember there's an east side and a west side, right? You know that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, what is that? It's a Type 4 heavy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Did he get a blind shot? Oh, he did. 4. There you go. That's how you get. That's how you annihilate a Type 4 heavy in one of these. Can you imagine if it was still in the game this whole time, and the Japanese super heavies came out, Type 5 heavy, Type 4 heavy, roll out in the game. You're on Himmelsdorf, and you go down Heavy Tank Alley, and this thing shows up, and you shoot him once, and then he goes boom, 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 and that's it. You're dead. Okay. He's got 5 HP. The stories are over. Fun and games is over. Serious business now. Now we're going to actually see some gameplay. You get a little bit of everything on this channel. Right? You get some gameplay. You get some stories. You get, every now and then we call out some cheaters. Watch this. 1, 2, and he does not give up his 5 HP. And just like those 2 shots, man. Those 2 shots were 1100 damage. Jesus. And can he do... He's being careful. You should have been careful like this the whole game. But can he? Yes, he can. Does he go for the reload? Oh, he spotted. Oh, the super Russian tank. Bounced a shot. Oof. 12-12. 8,442 damage, guys. And he scoots into safety of the low ground. And slowly works his way forward. It's a tight game. It's 3-3. Now the E50 could be a problem. If the E50 is somewhere in the middle here and he gets detected, Snapperoonies, you're dead. And he does not have good view range. Look at his green circle. His view range is less than the maximum detection range. Not the maximum render range, the maximum detection range. There's the E50. His teammate spotted the E50. He is almost loaded. Boom. Who spotted the E50? And his teammate died doing it? I missed that, guys. Maybe, did he spot the E50? No, he couldn't have spotted the E50, or the E50 would have spotted him in return. Oh! You see the concealment? You see that? You see how close that guy had to get before he was had a chance of detecting him, because he does not have good view range. I think his teammate spotted the E50, and then the E50 paid for his, or shot his teammate, and then the E50 paid for his stupidity. I think that was the way things worked. Okay, here he goes. He's coming back. He wants the T30 to use his HP. And if the T30 does some spotting now, if this AMX had some balls, he would have been there by now and he would have shot this guy. But the AMX does not have any balls. Yes, the AMX is French. I'm French. I let the baby smoke. And the baby smoked and died. Alright. Who is next? That pesky Russian T103. Come on, T30. Go win this game. Go spot for your teammate. Where would he go? Where would that T103 go? He probably just sitting where he was. And Waffentrager is moving up. He's gambling that that T103 has not moved up. And he's moving up. In the open, he could get detected, but his T30 is ahead of him. He's hoping his teammate will detect for him. But would you trust a T30 who has all his HP and is playing like this at the end? I wouldn't. Here he goes. Let's watch a clip. Watch a clip, guys. I'm going to read your comments, by the way. I want to know if I should do it myself, or whether I should hire someone. Oh! Okay, let's watch this. Oh, T103 is not an idiot. He's behind the rock. So he needs a new angle. Now look at the white circle. The T30 is outside his white circle. There's no way he's going to get detected here. Aim a little bit to the right. You didn't aim to the right. I think if he would have aimed to the right, he would have blind shot him. Is it possible? Do you think he has some blind damage? He's at 9,000 right now. Take a shot. Oh! Bloop! Is the T30 gonna do it? Can the T30 win the game? What's the T30 doing? It's like they're pushing into bush. What's going on? Who invited this T30 onto this replay? Why is the T30 playing this game? What is he doing? Oh my god. He's hoping this guy gets Top Gun? Yes, he's letting him get Top Gun. That's what he's doing. He's letting him get Top Gun. He's actually taking a hit. Top Gun! That was a close call, buddy. He ends up with 11,138. He got a lot of blind shots there, guys. And there's some math involved. Leave some comments in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Should I do it myself? Or should I hire someone? From what you know of me, do you think I'm capable of doing it myself? Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and I will catch you on the next one.